Are we live yet?
We are live. How
We are
y'all
live.
doing tonight?
Good evening, everyone. I think I said hi to everybody who's in the chat. So hello, everybody in the chat again verbally. Too many names to mention.
And no, I did not say hi to everybody, but I am now.
There you go. We were getting to know some weird laws. Now we got to put some of these up. Let's go up here to high as we can get. Oh yeah, starting off. Please begin questions with that if you want us to notice
I had
it.
to give us a thumbs up.
Typing.
Sorry about that, folks. Had to give us a
Well,
thumbs up.
thank you, bro. Okay, in Arizona, it is illegal for a donkey to sleep in a bathtub. I think these are like dad jokes, but these things are laws that are still on the
But
books.
I want to know. I want to know something about Minnesota. How many of you people want to go to jail just so you can get a horse when you get out?
It's against the law to go whale hunting in Utah. Where are you going to find a whale in Utah? I mean, come on, guys. These guys need to go back through their laws and books and stuff and find some of
Well,
this
maybe
stuff.
they had a big fixation of them things.
And this one, I don't know how they come up with this. It's illegal to eat fried chicken in Georgia with a fork. What do you think about that one, Mike?
Well, guys,
He's like this.
that's where they came up with finger licking good. You don't use a fork. That way you can lick your fingers when you're done.
In Virginia, it is illegal to spit on a seagull. Now, I don't know how many of these laws are true, but I bet you a lot of them are because they got some weird laws. Okay, and here's a good one. In Ohio, it's illegal. I'm serious. It's illegal to get a fish drunk. How's that even possible?
Well, like I said, in Oklahoma, we would have called that beer abuse, and that's a law.
And here you're supposed to get a horse when you get out of prison in Minnesota.
That's the one I was talking about.
It's illegal to fish while sitting on a giraffe's neck. I mean, these laws. I mean, I'm probably not going to get all of them. In Arkansas, and I think Angel told us about this as against an army. It's illegal to mispronounce Arkansas. I think you're going to go to jail if you say Arkansas. So
that's what I would have said.
Still on the books. You're going to wear a chicken. Illegal to wear a chicken on your head in Wisconsin.
Wait a minute, I got a pet chicken. He likes to hanging out on my head.
Oh, I think I'm about done with all that, guys. Hello, Amy.
What did you say on Oklahoma? You got an Oklahoma one there?
Wilbur, Tennessee. It's illegal to own an ugly horse. Now, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. To one person, that horse may be ugly, but to another person, it may be beautiful. I think they would have trouble enforcing that law. What do you think, Mike?
I'm thinking so, because my wife thinks all horses are beautiful.
Yeah. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for being here. My screen just went on the fritz a couple hours ago, so I'm working on one screen. So you may think I'm looking at you, and I'm looking at the screen, moving stuff around, trying to figure out what I'm doing.
He's just a little cross-eyed tonight.
So right now, spot on silver is sitting about $31. Gold sitting about $26.38, and this is on Kitco with a gold to silver ratio of 85.1.
Wait a minute, gold
85.38.
Gold better not drop like that.
Yeah, it's $30.97 now at this moment. Now, that's
I knew when I bought all that gold this morning that was going to happen to me. That's what happened.
Well, that's silver we're talking about right this moment, and it's been kind of hugging that 30 to 31.
I didn't buy a lot of silver. I bought a lot of gold today, and I didn't need to. Now, if I know it was going to drop, I would have told them to wait till tomorrow.
Now, silver's been hugging that 30 to 31. Do you think it's consolidating? Is it getting ready to do something? It's been kind of stagnated in that area.
Well, last week I told you guys I went to Black Friday show, and it got scary because it actually touched underneath 30. Now, I didn't think it'd do it again.
It was underneath 30, I think, yesterday, too, just a little bit. So I'm just kind of
But
curious
gold
if,
stayed up there around 2650. So
and I noticed this too, AKA's double bottom at 30.5. I think the double bottom has been 30, AKA, but yeah, it's in that area. So are we going to hit a triple bottom, or are we just going to start going up, or just keep going down? Are we going to take that double bottom even lower?
well, I don't know.
Okay, here you go. This is a great question. Thank you. And again, guys, please begin your statements or questions you want us to highlight with question marks. It is more easily seen. When I run out of time, I start skipping to just question marks. And I do apologize. Wild cards, coins. What do you think about the resale value on gold coins that are being auctioned off? And I think he may be talking about the gold flowing hair. That's the ones I would think he would be mentioning about. What do you think about that? You think people are going to be able to resell them and get their money back?
Well, here's the thing, guys. That auction is in trouble now because they have put the flowing hair in the gray sheet, and we're seeing people retracting bids now because a 70 is only 12,000 wholesale.
I
So
figured that's what it's going to be.
all the guys that's up over that are pulling back. Even myself, I was getting ready to come in and bid on the 59 number, and I was going to bid around 15, 20. I did bid 100,000 on the first one. Now, don't get me wrong. I still would have stayed in there at 100 for that first one because I wanted the die that went with it. But anyway, on the other ones, I don't want to pay more than 10.
Dude, you better man than me. I don't want to pay more than 7, 8. Maybe I'm just tightwad.
It's got to be a 70 though.
Well, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it's got to be a 70. It can't be no 69.
So as far
Which
as Justin,
here's my question, guys. Because here's what's really funny. Do you know that every one, all 230,
yeah,
scored a 70?
how is that?
How is that correct?
How can the first 70 coming off straight 1 through 70 nonstop? How can each one of them get a 70? There had to be a faux pas somewhere along the line. It's probably not the first 70. It's probably the first 70 that
No,
got
all
70
230 are
or
70s.
230. It's it's probably not the first 230. It's just the first 230 got MS 70.
The privies all made it. They're being auctioned off as 70s. And they're being auctioned off through Stacks and Bowers.
Keith, would you get that 1921 with something weird going on graded from last Sunday? Dale, I probably would because I would be curious about it. I mean, just to find out. But then again, I mean, it's to each their own. I mean, I would go with Annex. That way, if there
That's
is,
what I would do. It's cheaper and they are really good at authenticating.
well, we had a one that had like a strike through or a die chip right at the top of the one that we auctioned off. I think it went for in the $80 range. But yeah, Dale, I would send it off to Annex to get it annotated what it is. And then if they annotate it, then leave it in the holder and cross grade it to PCDS or NGC because you don't want them to take it out of the holder unless it's going to get that designation. Sometimes they will cross holder it. They might not get the same grade with PCGS or NGC, but it's a lot of times they won't recognize something
I don't
unless
know
it's already recognized
if you guys
by.
can see that or not. This is the privy. There's your 70, there's your 69. Look at the wholesale and retail of that coin. They are showing that
Wow.
there's 69s out there, but yet I'm hearing that every one of them has scored a 70.
Now you got 8,000 great sheet, 10,000 retail on the proof 69, and on the proof 70, you got 12,000 great sheet, 14,500 retail.
Do
So
you
yeah,
notice
I guess I
something?
wasn't too far out. Wanting to pay 6,
Yeah,
7.
but did you notice something weird?
I don't notice nothing. Just
Did
God.
you notice they do not show one of them because none of them did not get graded? They all got graded. They don't show any of them in box papers like this one. Let me go here. Let's go to the,
Oh, they don't show OGP.
yep, because they
They're not
never,
showing OGP.
and see, here's your, this is your readout on your, this is on this, the regulars. 5,000 OGP, 4,000 wholesale. Now, guys, I was paying 4,200 at the show, but now I'm still paying that 4,000. If you guys send them to me, we're still buying.
Okay, look at this. We got $5 super chat. J Dog, thank you, my man.
Jay, I'm about ready to
I
reach
gotta
back there and
get
play
you
that
out of here,
piano for
bro.
you, buddy.
Hey, Coin Crew, just a guy in Mid America. Thank you, my friend. Great supporter. Guys, your super chats are appreciated. They're really appreciated. They do help the channel, but it's not something that we require. It's a big thank you when you do. So, J Dog, thank you so much. We
But
appreciate it.
anyway, guys, so watch how you're buying them. You know,
This is Coin Crew calling
we
in.
actually, and I didn't see the gray sheet when we started doing our 70s with the Baltimore label on. We was selling them at 5,500.
Mrs. Coin Crew thinks that 1921 was a lamination. Did you see that, Mike, on my show
No,
when you wasn't able? She thinks it was a lamination. Whatever the case, I would get it annotated by Annex first. What up, Keith Michael Paul as well? Yes, it is RLC. Thanks for saying hi. Appreciate you being here, my friend. I am like weird. Dr.
Dr.
Silver.
Silver, doctor in the
Yeah.
house.
Okay, now here you go. This is a good question. Now, normal retail, wholesale's around $4 over, right? For a Silver Eagle. So at $37, I think that's a fair retail. I don't think it's too much to pay at today's price of about $31 because that's $6 over. What do you think, bro? Is it a fair? Dr. Silver wants to know, is 37 too much to pay for a 2025 pre-order Silver Eagle? For one, no.
Honestly,
For
no, it's not. We're not even doing pre-orders because here's the thing. Everybody that's doing them pre-orders is rolling the dice. They're
yeah.
not setting our numbers anymore until after the first of the year. Used to in November, we would have our numbers, whatever spot was, and we bought them. We put our pre-orders in for them numbers, and then we could
Mhm.
sell them for them numbers to you guys. But we don't have that luxury anymore. It's got some of the things got changed at the U.S. Mint, and that was one of them.
Now, different people have they have different favorites when it comes to grading companies. Here's a question from Tommy Stacker. He says, in your opinion, Mike, even though it doesn't say Mike, we're going to throw it on. Who's the better grading company, PCGS, NGC, and why? And then I will give my opinion after you.
Well, I'm going to tell you, I think NGC is a better grading company. I feel that strongly that I send 99% of my coins now to NGC. I send nothing to PCGS anymore. I'm tired of getting my coins back, and they start turning into holders. They know about the problem. They refuse to fix it. They've known about it since 2015, and I'm not the only one. There is a big company that buys nothing but old gold. And when we read it as dealers, and Keith knows this company, it says these prices for only NGC holders only.
They have
Call
two
if you
different
have it in a
prices.
PCGS holder.
There's two different prices. Okay, my opinion. Um, PCGS sometimes holds a greater resale value. I hate to say there's two things in the world we have to do. We have to die and we have to pay taxes. Eventually, everybody who favors PCGS, they're going to be gone. So that's going to put NGC right up the top. They aesthetically look better. They don't the Silver Eagles most of the time do not spot, whereas they will in a PCGS holder. So just aesthetically, just value wise, long term, I got to go with who looks best and who does the best job overall of grading. And I think it's in NGC. It's my opinion for what it's worth.
That is my opinion too. Like I said, even I've noticed in the auctions that more and more I'm seeing more NGC holder coins sell for more money than PCGS.
It's a farm dog.
Arm Dog, what's up, man?
Doug Wagner says, in your opinion, right now, is silver rounds or U.S. coins the way to go? So I would imagine he would be 90% is what you're asking, Doug Wagner. Thank you for the comment and question. Um, which way do you think, bro? Coins or just generic rounds? They're
Well,
both going to cost you about the same.
speaking
Around.
of a man that wants you to help invest your money, or speaking of a man where next year is going to help me a lot. If I speak as the
Hey,
truth as a
Bob.
man, I'm going to tell you silver rounds. But next year, I'm going to be handling more Eagles. So I'm going to tell you Eagles next year. Okay. So right now, we're in rounds. There
This
you
is
go.
Father Coin Crew right here. This is Angel's dad. Or Father Mrs. Coin Crew. That's Angel's dad. Okay, so I prefer the 90% over the bullion rounds. It's more easily accessible. It's easily broken down, easy to break down the 1 ounce rounds if you need a fraction of an
Well, he
ounce.
was talking 90% not Eagles. That's a U.S. coin.
Well, I was talking. I when I referred to question, I was referring to 90%.
Well,
I would
90.
still I would pick rounds over silver eagles.
But next year, I got to sell more Eagles. So I got to push the Eagles.
Oh, is that what it is? Oh, look at that. He's biased. If you want to save money,
But
generic
no, the
rounds.
rounds are the way to go, guys.
If you want to break
I'm
it
always going
down,
to say that no matter what.
if you want to break it down, 90% is better than rounds. The rounds
Because you
and
could buy
the
that at round spot net right now, guys.
yeah, the
90%.
rounds and the 90% are running you close to the same price. If you had came in last week and I had a Black Friday sale where I was selling 90% quarters under melt.
Where's I at?
They were selling at 21 times face and melt was 21.88.
Guys, at the
At one
Black
point they
Friday
was 20.
show, I sold every bit of the 90% I brought because I too at the Black Friday show was selling at 21 times face. A
Yeah,
dollar back of melt.
you got to do it. That's make people happy, give them a deal. Uh Mud Swap, thank you for the comment. I feel PCGS has gone downhill in the past 10 years. I think more so in the past 4 or 5 years.
No,
Whenever that
they start making that holder in 2015. So I agree with you, Mudswap.
well, yeah, because you had a
And
spotty.
we've been complaining about it. I had a 2006 set that I had 10 years ago slabbed. I had to crack out.
After NGC created my Star Privy MS70 with two big, obviously flaws on it, I don't trust them. Now, the Silver Eagles, they don't really get graded. I hate to break it to everybody. They get assembly lined because the company will say, I want 250 MS70s out of this box because they charge more for an MS70 when you send it in bulk than they do a 69. So they're gonna pop you off 250 MS70s, the other 250 MS69s, unless they notice something majorly wrong with it, they're all getting holdered. And that's how that
And
is.
see them
It's an
star
assembly line with
privies.
the Silver Eagles.
We was talking about that earlier. I don't like them, and I will not carry them
Yeah, the
because
Star
I don't
Privy.
agree with that. What they did.
I don't think they're worth what they're going myself.
No, they're not.
Okay, Plants 0240, the legend of the deep. Who do you send your excess stock to? Do you have a local wholesaler for in-person transactions and you collect with other secondary market shops for surplus? And I don't have a problem with surplus inventory. Do you have a problem with that?
Oh, I do sometimes.
I never have a problem with surplus inventory because I collect it too. So yeah, but yeah, he can send it to me if he gets excess plants. What up, Big Rocky? I got to catch up here a little bit.
Uh,
Is it 8:14? I'm
Big
40.
Rocky, I'm glad you put my name first. I got tired of seeing Keith's first.
AKA 47 are the gas or the G gas are
The
the
GS
GS8s
82,
83
83s
mortgage
Morgan's worth.
worth acquiring with so many released? Yeah, they
I
are.
still buy them today. I don't stop buying them. I like the GSAs.
And here, Silver Oceans, you're probably not as old as us. I don't think, but you could be. But here's a lot of my generation and older are hard, just like Silver Oceans. He's coming in a hard line, PCGS guy himself. It's exactly the opposite in my area. A lot of that comes with age too. The younger guys are wanting the better looking holders. Value wise, PCGS is worth more overall, but aesthetically, NGC's got them whipped. A coin looks better in an NGC holder. It's just just my opinion, I guess, but it's the truth.
Well, slowly but surely, all my inventory has been, and I'm going to tell you, I've been cracking PCGS holders out, sending them in NGC to be regraded.
They look better. It makes a coin look better. It makes a coin pop, whether it be on that black surrounding or the
Take
white.
a look at the
It
flowing
pops out
hair
better
that's in
than
the
a clear piece of
PCGS
plastic.
holder versus an NGC. Oh my God, they're so much nicer in that NGC white. It
Yeah,
blends perfect with it.
the PCGS holder, they have like a blue tint to them, kind of almost transparent with that blue tint, and the coins they just don't look as good. Don't get me wrong, I'm not turning down PCGS. They're a good company, but I would prefer to have NGC holders. Buy numismatics, U.S. silver, and gold coins. I think he's saying stay away from bars. What do you think about that? Wow, we're getting hit, man. We just lost 3 subs since we started. We must be talking about the wrong stuff.
Uh,
So the answer is it depends. Yeah, I think that is the case on that Silver Oceans. It depends on what the person wants, what the person likes. But yeah, those are the best two companies. Joseph C., thank you for the comment question. What would your guys' recommendation be for a collector who's investing his collection for his children? What I think is cool and what is worth collecting are two different things. My recommendation, if you're investing for your kids, buy, I guess you could say, straightforward stuff, straight line stuff. Buy a certified coin over a raw. That way they don't get confused. They can look it up and find out what it's valued at and then make an educated decision if they want to sell it for the amount they were offered. Buy just bottom of the price bullion. That way you don't have to worry about that either. You don't want to buy I guess I call it like ice cream silver, premium silver. I don't think you'd want to buy that. What do you think, bro?
well, I think you hit the nail on the head. If you are going to buy some collectible coins, and that's okay because some of them go way up, buy them in holders already. And here's the other thing: try to get your dealer to be transparent. When you go to sell it, most dealers, fair dealers, will say I'm about 10% back of bid in case they have to dump it. That's fair. That's being fair. Okay, so I'm not shooting them guys down, but
Good.
make them show you the sheet. I do that for my customers all the time. I don't mind doing it. Make them be transparent. Make them be straight out with you.
Okay,
When
we got
you're, but when you're stack bullion, silver, and
yeah,
gold.
cheapest way. That way
Cheapest
there's less
way.
likely a lower spread. Okay, here we got silver bull. I think he's on that 2022 horse, bucking Bronco. Silver Ocean says PCDS coins are easier to sell. They command a higher premium. Their registry and coin facts are superior. I'm not sure what else is important. I think the holders look better. Just my opinion. Um, all of that you said is true, except for, in my opinion, I think NGC holders looks better. And when people buy coins, and again, I think you said it or I said it, I don't know, area where they're at makes the difference. Some people prefer one thing over another.
I
Some
attend a
people
lot
like,
of shows, and a lot of people prefer the NGC over the PCGS on today's
but
market.
it's just like what part of the country you're in. Some people like Coca-Cola
I go
uh,
all over the
pop,
United
and
States
some people
doing
like
shows.
Pepsi-Cola soda pop. It's just a preference. They're both great companies. I'm not throwing either or under the bus, but yeah, you liking it PCS better? Um, own some 2015 Silver Eagles that were put in the holder in 2015, and you may change your mind. I sent a bunch of them off straight from a monster box to PCGS, and almost all of them ended up spotting in their holder. And it was
I still got some
2015.
coins that spotted that were white. Brent.
Favorite design gold coin. Favorite gold coin design. I just mentioned I love the 2021 horse, the Bucky Bronco, Brent. What about you? What's your favorite horse? Or favorite gold coin?
Okay. I'm going to say the Bronco was my favorite, but now I got a runner up. The flowing hair is the picture they did in their on their website sucked. It did no justice. But
Okay,
after I seen the coin up close and personal and the artwork they did on the side to bring it to look like the silver dollar, I love it. I think it's a beautiful coin.
now that's modern. Let's touch base on some vintage coins real quick. I have to say, I love a high grade St. Gaudens over a double eagle, a Liberty double eagle. But the St. Gaudens has to be high grade. If you go for lower grade, then I switch to the double eagle. What about you for vintage coins? Which one?
Uh, once again, on that particular note, I am more of a guy that I like the Liberty. I'm a big fan of a beautiful Carson City Liberty. That is my
You like
favorite.
the double eagles? Okay.
Well, they're both double eagles.
Well, they more
Check.
commonly call the double eagle St. Gaudens just St. Gaudens.
Yeah.
So okay, so real quick on this. Speaking of slabs, what are your thoughts on special backgrounds like you got the Trader Bay and the Binion collection, and what are your thoughts on that?
Now the Binion collection, I
And
do
should they
pay.
cost more?
I usually will pay more for them because I know that collection well. There is certain ones where some people come up with their own because it became a inheritance. They want to auction it off, and like Heritage or one of them would take them. Oh, I'm going to put a special name label on there for you. That don't get it for me. Mid America is actually doing their own label, and I got NGC doing it for us. And we're not going to say our coins are going to demand more because it's got the name on it because it's not. We're doing it as a design to put something new out there for you guys.
It's a preference. If
Preference,
you're willing
yes.
to pay more, then it's worth more to you. It's pretty simple. But the coin, when you buy the coin, not just a holder.
You are buying, yeah.
However,
Always buy the coin, not the holder.
we are all guilty of putting a holder price along with the coin price, though. I'm like that with Radlers and
Oh,
Ford
by the
coins,
way, guys,
coins.
speaking of that, tomorrow at 11 o'clock Eastern, it's already been scheduled. I got a video and I
You put a
found me
video
a
up
couple of
today.
really nice gold coins
You put a
in
video up today.
Radlers. They're in Radlers, so I can't sell
Okay.
them now.
You guys are closer to NGC turf too. I'm squarely in PCDS land. Actually, I understand being over in California. Yeah, that would make a difference. But Mike is about midways. I'm closer to NGC, but Mike, you're about midways. You're in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
That's almost
It's a
almost in the
long
middle.
it takes me 17 hours and a half to drive to Florida, where it takes me 22 hours to drive to California. So I'm kind of almost halfway there between them.
Okay, here's a good
Uh,
question. Some of the new quarters are very intriguing. Do you think buying royals of modern quarters is a good bet?
I'll let you have that one.
Okay, I'm going to do this one. I'm going to answer it with one word. Are you ready?
No.
No. No.
I figured I'd help
Going
you.
to be like the state quarters. It's going to be like the national park quarters. It's going to be like anything that's brand new, whether it be a VCR or a new type of automobile. Everything's hot and everything's expensive in the beginning. Wait until the prices settle down and then go back after the ones you prefer. Right now, don't pay the big premiums. If you can get them at close to face, get you some nice ones, yeah, hold a couple. But remember, as inflation soars, you're losing money. That's why I don't deal with a lot of the modern stuff. I've got too many half dollars and Sacagawea dollars and presidential dollars where they're not even worth
Yeah,
20% of what I
we
paid.
stopped carrying that. We leave that to Littleton and them guys. We're done.
Yeah, but no is my just buy what you want, a couple of them you want that you find intriguing, but don't invest in a whole bunch of rolls. Don't go buy 100 of uh, Maya Angelou quarter rolls. My favorite is the 50 franc gold angel in my collection. Oh, Brent, now let's talk about it. I love the rooster. I love the rooster, the 20 franc rooster. There's just so much good coins out there. Uh,
Well, I think the 50 peso with the angel on is a beautiful
oh,
coin.
dude, I got how many of
I
those?
got a high grade one, got back from grading. It's so beautiful.
I got like 3 or 4 of those 50 pesos. They're beautiful. And I picked up to go with my 50 golds. I only got one. I think it's a dated 1921 silver peso. Looks the same way. I think that's a 1 peso, Mike, isn't it? Is it a 1 peso that looks the same way as the 50 pesos? And it's made out of silver. It's dated 1921. I got
Yeah.
one. It's the only one I've ever seen in person. So
That would go good with my 2150 peso.
I don't think so. I'll tell you what. If you got an '09 SVDB, I'll trade you. Benny.
I got an 09S and I'll carve VDB on the back. Would that work?
I would still make out even on an '01S, wouldn't I? Or would I? I don't know. I don't know what it's worth. It's not a super great grade. It's just one I got. Okay, Joseph C. Also, anyone I missed, I'm saying hello to all of you guys. If we missed saying hello, we do apologize. Joseph is doing his best to say hello to you too as well. We can't catch everything in the chat. I'm trying to mostly get these question marks. Is a CAC sticker worth it when buying key date like 1893S Morgan? Is the CAC worth it on the key coins?
Well, honestly, guys, I am. Now, don't get me wrong. I like CAC, and I do great coins with CAC. I just don't agree that they should have a higher price than PCGS and NGC any longer now that they entered the grading game.
And here's
The
a
holder game. Let me rephrase that. The holder game. Because they're
this
doing their own
happened.
holders now, and it automatically comes with a sticker on it. Is that fair?
This happened Friday or Saturday. Someone came in with a CAC graded coin, and they said, "Oh, it's got a CAC." I said, "No, it ain't." I said, "That's just a regular graded coin graded by CAC." I said, "They should have stuck to just the stickers if they wanted all their stuff to have premiums on it." He wanted to get a CAC sticker price for that coin. I said, "No." I said, "There's no sticker on here. It's just their grading service has a little green beanie logo." Yeah, and
They're not even trading in the auction. Now, the ones with the beanie sticker on it are.
so that's something you guys want to pay attention to. A CAC holder is not worth the same as a PCGS, or NGC with a beanie.
That's
They're
right.
not worth as much. They're a grade, even though they're grading them just as hard. They're just not worth the extra. What are your thoughts on 2024? I think you meant D Nichols, J Dog, or the Philadelphia's low also. Nichols lower mintage and selling high currently. Now, from my understanding, they minted 70 million less of the 2024 Denver Nickels. As a matter of fact, I just cracked open 2 boxes of Nickels, hoping to get lucky. And I don't normally look, and I did not get lucky. I did not get lucky at all. But I got a taintless buffalo out of 2 boxes and 2 silver nickels. But yeah, I think the 2024 Ds are worth keep. I think they're going to be like the 2009 Ps and Ds. I think they're going to be a little bit harder to get. Are you ever going to open those 62 mint sets? Are you keeping, or will they worth more forever? KC Serene, did you miss it? They're gone. They're gone. They went up in auction on Sunday. We put the first one up for bid. The price was 67, and I backed it down to 60 because I know I was explaining to everybody that the price for a 62 mint set retail is 35 to 50. Oh, am I going to open the ones I kept? I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, I explained to people what open ones went for and what ours went for. I wasn't planning on opening, but I do have another sealed proof set I might open though.
I got sealed proof sets back all the way to 55 sealed.
But this is, well, I got 54s, bro.
I'm talking about
This
sealed envelopes. Not you ain't got no 54 sealed envelope.
I got sealed box.
Uh, that ain't
Um,
as happy as a
Old
as
Raleigh
me.
Shop, thank you for becoming a member. We appreciate it, my friend. Your memberships, guys, really help the channel out a lot. Okay, here we go. Joseph C's got questions. He says, okay, last one for now. What group should a newbie join up with and pay their dows to? Um, and when you're saying what group, what are you talking about? A grading service or becoming a channel member somewhere? What are you talking about?
Or join a
What
coin
type
club.
of group?
Or join a coin club.
Yeah. Are you talking about a coin club, a grading service, a YouTube channel? Uh, there's a lot of different things you could do. I always recommend, and I know it's expensive, is the ANA. That's the world's largest coin club because, well, they send you a magazine every month. I think. I don't know. I'm a life member, so I don't know. But they have a lot of information. You go to money.org. As far as
Speaking of
coin
the
clubs,
A&A,
join them.
speaking of the A&A, I'm gonna let us a little surprise out for Squirrel. There's gonna be two 1973 bars in this video, and they're the A&A's that was held
Dude,
in Boston.
dude, I need one. I got to buy one for Mrs. Coin Crew. I know she doesn't have an ANA
We're
70.
gonna put it up for auction.
Everybody's gonna lose. Everybody's gonna lose. I'm telling you, I'll hop the bar. Got to make the. You know what they
I
say?
mean,
Half
if
the
the
ride.
U.S. Mint can
That's the
start
ride.
auction, I guess Mid America can too now. The U.S. Mint is now auctioning off all them privies. I guess I can go ahead and auction off two bars.
Here we go. Kane says, I say hello to my friends at least 10 times a day. It lets me know that I'm loved. There you go. Yeah, they would all say hello right back to you, my friend. How you doing down under? Is it warm down there? Oh, look at that. Mr. Coin Crew says hi to Silver Ocean. Uh, Silver Ocean, do you own certification of the grade on the holder? I'm not a CAC guy at all. Yeah, do your own certification. Yeah, learn how to grade, man. Get a second opinion. If you don't know how to grade, you can always ask a couple different dealers their opinion on the coin. If you're buying a coin at a show, you know, and you know one dealer, sometimes the dealer will let you walk over to them if they walk with you or you stay in sight. They don't always do it, but yeah, if you know a dealer, he will let you do it if you've dealt with him a lot. Uh, get a second opinion, even if it's at the table next to him, because most of the time, everybody doesn't know everybody they're set up next to. Maybe ask that
I
question.
do.
Hey, do you know this guy next to you? And if they say no, hey, can I have him look at this coin? If he says no, I don't know. Say, can I have him look at this coin, get his opinion? Because if they don't know him, they're more honest about giving you an opinion.
Hey, wait a minute. I know most of the guys in the room, and I'm still honest about it.
Mud Squad, did you find any West Point quarters? Dude, I found some in the mail. and I gave them away because that's what I was instructed to do. They came to us. I have never found a West Point quarter in the wild. Have you ever found one in the wild?
No, but I do buy them every once in a while when they come in.
Oh yeah, I buy them and I end up selling them. But yeah, I've never found one in the wild.
I don't sell them. I got them sitting back.
Silver Boy Blues, how you doing, my friend? Thank you for the comment. Uh, what do you proof nickels 1939 to 42 not have a higher price? The mintage is like 25,000, I believe. Actually, it's around 7,036, but the 39 to 42, yeah, the mintage is around that. Why they don't have higher prices? Desirability. Nickels are not the best selling item, and they are still affordable to collect. So, what's your opinion? What do you think? Why don't they have a higher price, Mike?
I really don't know because I think there's other nickels in there too that I think should be higher than what they are.
I think it's a supply and demand myself. I think it's more like there's not as many people collecting the nickels as there is, say, a half a dollar or a penny.
Yeah, but I graded that
Totally
36 Buffalo
agree.
nickel and it sold as fast as I got it in the case.
Hey, if one of you, if he ends up auctioning that bar off, if one of you guys get it, man, and I miss it, let me know.
Guys, we
Sport
are
needs 73 bars.
Saturday. I am going to open up my YouTube channel and auction that one bar off.
That's messed up, man. Hey, why don't we just put it on my channel?
We can do that. Would
And then I'll bid it.
would you like me to let you auction on YouTube? But are you going to be truthful with me what it goes for?
Well, shoot, you can see it. I'll bid it out for you.
He'll probably screen that deal.
No, but the problem is I can't. No, I can't do that because I can't bid on it if I bid
That's
it.
right.
Oh man,
The
what
people
was I
who
thinking?
agreed
I
with me,
know I'm not.
you offered, so I think we'll do it.
Oh man, I just threw my foot in my mouth on that one, didn't I?
Now you got to live with your wife on that one too.
Silver Ocean's found maybe 6 of them W quarters. Cool, cool. J Dog, I've never found a W quarter in the wild.
Neither have I. We opened 7 bags. We actually kept ordering them bags when that first started getting hot. And I finally said, I'm losing money because I'm paying my son to go through these, and I pay him really good. So I was sitting there, wait, this ain't working.
Okay, Mrs. Coin Crew says the only thing she found was the exploding head Washington, which is the 2021 die chip Washington crossing the Delaware. Yeah, she's got the monster version of it. I have a question for the panel. If I have $100 bill, what coin or coins should I put it towards for the long haul? Nice looking, the best looking silver Morgan dollar, certified
That you
holder
can buy for $100.
that you can buy for 100. You might be able to get a 64. You won't be able to go up to 65. Some years you can get a 64, or you can go with something like a little bit lower grade key coin. I think you can get a low grade hot lips for around 100 or less, which is
Actually,
$1.
I would like to rephrase that. 65 peace dollars are going around 100, 105.
There you go. Get you a nice looking piece dollar.
But it's going to be your 22s, 23s mainly that are that low. And I
Common
do
day.
have 3 in stock.
Oh, look at him throwing it out there. Okay, Mud Swat, can you tell me more about the 1950s D mint wheat cents? Aren't some worth good money? What ones? Um, I think there is a repunched mint mark on that. I could be mistaken. It's hard to remember everything, but when someone says you got like the 56 is in there, repunched mint mark. Um, I don't
It
think
didn't
it's
have 50 have a D over S?
no the 50. No, he's saying the 50s. Anything from 50 to 59 is what I'm the
Oh,
way
your
I'm
55
understanding.
double die is a really good one then.
Well, he's talking about the D mint wheat, since
Oh,
there are
okay.
some varieties in there on the 56D that is worth something, but I can't tell you a whole lot about it. I'm not a what you would call a super error guy. I do know I do put videos out of what to look for, Those what I want to buy. But dudes, I ain't got the time to look for all that stuff. I
Yeah.
just buy them. What are dealers paying for bulk foreign junk silver? Says Krusty Dollars. Mike, what are you paying? Bulk silver foreign junk.
Between 80 and 85%.
There you
You got to
go.
remember a lot of them coins, if you don't know them by heart, you got to look each one up to see what its true silver is. Some of it's 35%, 40%, 50%.
90, 92,
Nice. Yeah.
5. The
Yeah. So
1950s
it
and
takes
60s
time. So a
baseball.
lot of us will tell you that we're going to be writing that because of the time we got to take to look each one up if you have a lot of different varieties.
Processing costs money. And if
That's right.
we don't process it ourselves, that means we have to pay somebody else. What is it, 20 bucks and more an hour to process? So yeah, it
Right.
costs money to process. Okay, so here we go, here we go, here we go. Oh, talk about bank. Someone just said I got something from my bank. I just glimpsed over the comment. I do apologize. I went to my bank today and I wanted to order a couple boxes because they had just given me those 2 boxes yesterday, right? So I said, I need to order a couple boxes. Oh, we can't order them for you. I think that girl got in trouble that gave me them boxes yesterday. I said, what do you mean you can't order them for me? You can't order no boxes of coins for me. She said, we can't order no boxes of nickels for you because we're not allowed to order them for any customer anymore. I said, not even a business, not even if I'm willing to pay you a couple bucks shipping fee or whatever. Oh, no, we can't do it. I said, what about the other coins? Nope, none of them. So you know what I did? I went and opened me up another bank account somewhere else, and then I'm going to pay them back. All these pennies, nickels, dimes, quarters, everything. I'm just going to start buying the change from the other bank and then take them to them and cash them in.
There you go. Make
That's
them
what I'm
take it.
going to do. They don't want to give them to me. I'm going to send it down. There's no reason why a business should not be allowed to get coin change. Order a box of coin change. What if I was a business like Walmart or Michigan Adventure or something that needed a lot of quarters, and so I got to order them by the
Well,
box?
Walmart's owns their own bank, so they ain't worried about that.
But what if I was a big business like AutoZone or something like that,
Oh
something
yeah,
that needs boxes of quarters? What if I was a laundromat? They need quarters.
they need quarters. Yeah,
And how
mainly that's
come
all
I
they
could,
need.
if I bank at this bank, they won't let me buy no change? No, they're gonna have a problem now. They're gonna have to start paying to get rid of all the change. They should never
Yeah,
did that to me. Is that being mean doing that to them?
our bank. I don't even remember when we about a year ago we had that coin
Uh-huh.
charge or two. Our bank was wanting us to bring them change, so we kept bringing it in. One day we brought so much into them that they'll we can't take no more unless it's road.
They was desperate, yeah, and I get it. I get it.
Because I flooded them with change. I said, "You want some change?" That was my chance to empty out my vault with regular change because I've just been pounding it up.
Jackknife is asking, what do you pay right now for generic silver rounds?
Well, depends on
I'm
the
about
market. Right
spot
now,
from
I'm probably
minus
about
the
50
quarter
cents
right in
back.
there.
I'm probably about 50 cents back. I ain't paying
Yeah,
spot
if they're
money.
ugly, I'd be right there with them at 50 cents back. Amy says that's a good one, Keith. Good for you, Keith. The idea to do that to your I know they should have never sit there and said my business is not entitled to get boxes of change. I'm a coin shop.
You need
I mean,
change.
I need money. Not mean. Nope, not mean at all. Not mean. Sounds spiteful. That's what I was kind of thinking. Hey, that's my wife. She went on her. She jumped channels. Not mean at all. Well, I like everybody's answer, but
I thought that was
celebrate.
kind of mean to do that to your bank myself, but that's me.
No, it's just not right. I mean, businesses
I
pay.
think he's
We
thinking a
have to
little
pay
evil.
for
He's thinking
just about
outside the box when he's
everything.
thinking like that.
They even charge us more for checks than personal. Even if I was to get a business check, the personal size, I would still have to pay more. I even have to pay more for
They
electricity than
charge you for your
regular.
business checks?
Uh huh.
Wow. I'd be switching banks.
I am. I'm Comerica. They said they got
I would
branches on the
definitely
outside of
switch
the
banks for
country,
Coal
nothing in the
America.
middle. What's that?
I'd definitely not go to Coal America though. They sold part of their banks out already. You
Well,
might get in
Comerica,
there.
I don't care. I'm just going to them to get the change. Uh, Gene Anderson, is a lower grade 14D cent worth getting or spend more for a better grade? It depends, Gene, what you want. I mean,
It
are
depends
you
on what
looking
they're
just
wanting for it too. If they're not willing to give you a deal on a low grade so you can keep building up, then no, I wouldn't buy it.
I would not buy a 14D lower grade than a fine. And that is one, if you're not familiar with the diagnostics on that coin, buy it certified because
They
your
did take the
resellability and
44s and make
tradability.
them in. Yeah, they took the 44s, took part of the four off. And if you
Yeah.
don't know what you're looking at, you could wind up with a fake one.
Yeah. You look right under the shoulder too. You'll see that VDB scratched off of the fakes. That's one of the ways. And then the separator between the 1 and the 9 is wider than it should be.
And if you know the backs real well, if you know how to read them, the 14D was a variety one, the 44 was a variety three. So
So that's another thing. They did not put a VDB on the 1914 from 19 mid 1909 to 1918 or 17. I don't remember
yeah,
which. Yeah, mid 1909 to 1918, there was no VDB initials on the coin at all. And then in was it 1918? Maybe it was 1918. I don't know. Somebody in the chat remind me which year they added it, 18 or 19. Uh, they added it under the shoulder, under the bust near the rim, like on the 44s. So yeah, if you don't know, buy a graded one, but I don't recommend buying one lower than fine.
yeah. Well, I get a kick every once in a while. I get some of them newer wheats brought into me in the 50s where the guy says, "Hey, I found an error. Look at this." It had the VDB on the back. I said, "That's normal."
Keith, are you hanging on to one special platinum coin I sold you to sell back, dude? I'm over melting that thing, man. I faded so good on that. I'm like, I'm losing money. Yeah, I'm over melt on it, my friend. But yeah, you know what I paid for it. So yeah, let me make $75 and you buy back. I know which one he's talking about. He's talking about that Australian 125th anniversary or something like that, where they made a silver one and a platinum one. Good guy. He came in the shop. All right. This coin crew's squirreling me. She's changing. Okay. Are any 1950 D cents in high grade worth money? A lot. Higher the grade. I mean, anything in MS-69 is worth a lot of money, no matter what grade, what year it is. I mean, what are you calling high grade? When I think 1950, I think the coins in the 50s. I think the 55 and 58 DDOs are, those are good coins. You got a 56 doubled. I don't always think of the Denver mints. So, dude, you're asking us questions where we have thousands of
Put,
prices
put Jack,
in our head.
put jackknife up there.
I ain't too jackknife yet.
Yeah, yeah. Well, put them up.
When you said buy bulk junk silver at 80%, are you saying 80% of the spot value, 20% less than spot? Or are you saying 10% less than spot since the coins have 90% and you pay 80% of melt, whatever the coin melts
80% of
for?
melt. It was foreign silver that was asked on, not on 90%.
Well, there's 90% foreign. There's 10% foreign. The Mexican 50s and
Yeah.
60s Uno pesos.
The foreign silver we pay about 80 to 85% is exactly what I said.
Now, some of that may be damaged too, and that's why the ratio, the 80% is in
Yeah,
there.
because we're going to melt the damaged stuff.
80% of melt value is what he's saying.
Take
What are
spot.
the possibilities?
All you gotta do is take spot, minus off 80% of that, and then figure whatever your silver is, and you'll know what you're getting. That easy.
You're welcome, Silverboy Blues. Hey, it's still there, but if somebody buys it, my friend, there's nothing I can do about it.
Hey, can I
But
buy? Can
I'm
I
not
buy a
holding
platinum
it,
coin, sir? I've been
but
wanting to buy a
you just let me
platinum coin
know.
from you.
I might hold it. I don't know.
Well,
Just
I'm
let
ready to buy
me
that
have it if
platinum
you
coin you
want.
got, especially since you said it was from Australia.
It
I'm a
is. It's a
strong
pretty coin.
buyer. I paid double
I
melt
kind
for it.
of I
I'll pay
kind of
double melt for it.
almost fell in love with it because I went and bought a certified silver one that is identical except for it's bigger because it's a
I said
silver one.
I'd pay double melt. You don't have to sell me any longer.
Well, on the platinum, yeah. Okay, sorry, Silverboard Blues, it's gone. He's paying double melt on
I'm just
it.
gonna throw it in the box.
You ain't gonna pay double melt on it. Ain't worth double melt.
I'll throw it in Char's box. No, I wouldn't do that to Blue. I'm just kidding, Blue.
Okay, it looks like silver is up a little. It's 31.03. Gold is up
Silver
back up to
boy Blue. You can keep
26.40
it, buddy.
and 50 cents. And so, yeah, it's stuck in that range, that 30 to 50. It's just kind of flatline there. It's just not really moving the silver market. Gold moved up a little bit, but silver's
Hmm.
just right in there. But I think gold is for some reason. I think we may before the election at some point we may go down just a little more. But I think, or not the election, before the new administration takes office, we could possibly go down maybe 50 cents or a dollar and dip below that 30 barrier. But I think after that, there's a chance we're going to start seeing some serious increases after the Republicans take over everything. Uh,
Uh, Silver boy Blue didn't want you to say that.
Silver diet, it looks nicer actually, so buy that one. Yeah, the silver's bigger. It's bigger, yeah, but they're both the same design. It looks like on the one side. Hey, Mike, I have a 98 proof American Eagle set. I sell you double melt. You know an Eagle set that I don't have is the
98 proof Eagle set of gold, huh?
yeah, I bet he would sell a silver Eagle set I don't have that I really would like to have if I could get it for a fair price is the 1997 Impressions. It's where you have a 1 ounce silver, a 1 ounce platinum, and a 1 ounce gold in a rectangle box, one below the other. I think they're proofs. But yeah, I'd like to have that one. But I ain't paying what they say it's worth. I mean, I'd pay over melt, but I don't think it's worth what they're saying it is. 1 hour coming up, says Dan. Ooh, it is. Wow. It's already been an hour. Dan, how are you tonight? And it just took me 56 minutes to say hello, Danny. I'm not all bad, right? At least I got to you. Wow, that's hour coming up. It doesn't seem like an hour. Dan said he'll sell you one 2 times, Mel. Oh, you need another one of those, bro? I know where one's at. Those 95s, I forgot to mention to you. I know where one's at. If you need another one,
Yeah, I'll buy it.
well, we'll talk. We'll talk after the show. I'll let you know how much it is and everything.
Okay.
Um, anyway, the one is a 1997 impression set. I'd like to have that one to add to my collection. I like it. Which meant follow up another throwback coin medal next year to follow flowing hair? It's if so, ideals and which one? So is the mint going to follow up with another throwback coin? And what do you think it could possibly be? Now, this is all just hypothetical. It doesn't mean it's going to happen, guys. This is just us spitballing, saying, "Oh, that would be cool if it's this coin." I would love to see a. They did a gold standing quarter, but I would love to see something like a standing quarter or Mercury dime in a bullion form, a silver bullion form. Honestly, What do you think? Any
What about
ideas?
what? About what the U.S. Mint's going
Throwback
to
coin
do?
the Mint could hypothetically make next year. And if so,
Well,
what idea you got?
I
What would you
actually,
like to see?
I think I'm just going to plead the fifth. I know something's good going to happen next year, and I'm just going to plead the fifth at this point.
I would love to see a bust coin, the old bust, not the flowing hair, not the draped bust, but a capped bust. I like the capped bust, and I like the Gorbreck dollars. The seated dollars were also designed by Gorbreck. Those are good. So yeah, I would have to. I don't know. The trade dollar just doesn't quite do the same thing for me. Um, Adam Jam says the trade dollar it doesn't do the same thing for me as a seated dollar or a Gorbek dollar does. But yeah, even that would be still awesome though. So, Mike, guys, gals, appreciate everybody being here. But it's been about an hour. So, you got anything you want to talk about, like a show that's coming up in January?
Guys, we had a young man in my shop today that's so excited about the show. His dad took a flyer. That's where they're planning their spot next June. They're going to be there at the show.
Oh, you're
They're
jumping
super
ahead.
good.
We're talking January, bro.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm jumping ahead.
Yeah, you're jumping.
January, guys.
We don't talk about June until after
We don't
January.
we don't do as much as we do at the June show, but January we got some. We're going to have a giveaway there this time. So if you're present, you got a chance to win. You get a ticket at the door. We'll be doing a drawing.
I
Somebody's going to win that. You
just
don't have to be present to win because we will call and I'll have him as this guy as a witness because he'll be standing next to me when I make the call.
I just seen something after trade dollar. Now I can't see it. I thought I seen $1804 throwback.
That'd
That
be
would be
cool.
that would be cool. Put uh, man, it's too late. You can't do a 220. So you do 1804 2025. I don't know. 121 year anniversary. Yeah, there it is. What are the possibilities? 1804 trade dollar in 2026. Yeah. Yeah, maybe put a 2026 date on it. And make it out of silver, not gold. That's the one thing I do love the gold flowing hair, but I wish they would have made the silver with a dollar denomination and put a different number on the gold. It would have been so much nicer. So, guys, looks like Mike's up top here.
Yeah. Guys, thank you for coming. I am glad you guys made it tonight. Hopefully, you guys will tune in next Tuesday. We're going to do one. Hopefully, I get to see you guys or talk to you guys at one of these shows. Guys, thank you again for coming. It's back to you, Keith.
Now he said Carthage, Missouri coin show into January. I will be there set up. I do all of Mike's shows that he sponsors. So if you want to get in touch with me, see me in person, because I know you don't want no darn autograph, because my autograph sucks. You can't even read it. But if you just want to say hi and maybe make a deal, maybe not make a deal, but just, hang out, come on down. I'll be there. Mike will be there. I think Silver Seeker will be there. We'll all be there having a good old time. So I'll have more information. We'll have it as soon as I get this other screen up. We'll be able to start like showing more stuff on here, sharing the screen. Because I just lost my screen. What happened? Am I still live?
Yes.
My computer cut off and came back on.
We didn't see it. You were still there.
Oh, okay. So I'm like, what the heck? So anyway, guys, come see us there next Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern. We will be here. We will be here, or I will be here, and Mrs. Coin Crew will be here this coming Sunday. I've been a little under the weather, so I haven't made videos this week. So I did put something up.
I did two of them. Released one today and have one tomorrow.
So, guys, thank you so much for coming. And as always, we really, really appreciate your support. And come see us again. And leave a comment down there. That way we know what you're thinking. See you later.